Hello and welcome to Review Rant Random, and this is my holy Bible, the Mason Bible. Yes, I get biblically on this one because this is Gods and Kings or Exodus. The second book of Moses is called Exodus from the Greek word. It's the first time I've ever read this Bible. So Exodus there, Exodus, the Moses story. Be an outtake. You can see I'm flicking through the pages. Got a few pictures in there actually. Now, the story of Moses is, if they're going to make a film about Moses properly, it'd probably be about 10.5 hours. Massive. Wow! Wow, I've even got a map of where this apparently takes place. So yeah, this Bible is absolutely handy. Oh, it keeps on going. Oh, it keeps on going. God, wow, there's full-on story here. Wow. This Bible's 200 years old. It is the Mason Bible. This is a review for Exodus. Gods and Kings. Right, it'll be an outtake. I'll flick through the massive chapters there. That's the story of Moses there in the old Bible. So I picked this up and actually watched this the day after I watched X-Men Apocalypse. So there's a bit of an Egyptian thing going on there. Now apologies for the light because I never normally sit this way. There's no power source here, it's not computerized. And I just want to sit down because I couldn't stand for ages holding this Holy Bible. You have no idea how heavy this is. Let's just chuck it on pacing for a second. This is the Holy Bible. Oh! Yeah, hi P. So I put this on, and I like Ridley Scott films, and I quite like his commentaries, even though he's I don't think he really gives a fuck what he says on the commentary, to be honest with you. But you know, I've got Martian. Obviously, he's been doing reboot the Alien franchise in his own weird way, and you know, you kind of look at like, I wasn't sure what this was going to be like because obviously I watched Noah a couple of years ago. Then there was like crazy rock people in it. I was like, what's going on there? So I went into this movie really blind. And there's one thing, like looking at it, I mean, okay, you got Christian Bale, he's English, or he's born in England anyway. You got Joel Thingy Bobby from Australia. John Turturro is definitely Italian or Sicilian in somewhere. Sigourney Weaver, I would say Sigourney Weaver's American Canadian on there. Aaron Paul, definitely American. I honestly thought one of the guys as well was Pee-wee, but it wasn't Paul Rubin, but it's not. But anyway, there's all these, it's like Gods of Egypt, the only Egyptian is the director. Anyway, so it's quite weird to see all these people playing Egyptians, but anyway, off that rant. I thought the performance was good. I think Christian Bale was absolutely awesome in it. I wasn't too keen on Joel. John Turturro was good in the role. Sigourney Weaver, it was great to see Sigourney Weaver back with Ridley Scott as well. She had a very, very small role to play. This movie is so heavily CGI. Everything's CGI in it. It's like, right, there's a door and a chair. Everything else is CGI. And yes, it's Ridley Scott, so it is the best of the best it's going to be and not get any better. But that's just Ridley Scott for you, you know what I mean? He's just like, he's at the stage now where he's always been so far advanced. So you've got the director of Blade Runner. My lights is broken. You've got the director of Blade Runner. Light. Let there be light. Cease. Light. Fifth Element. So you got the director of Blade Runner. Obviously Aliens as well. Someone who's pioneered science fiction. And obviously Gladiator as well. Wasn't too keen on Robin Hood, but you know, he's he just directs what he fancies, you know, and this seems to be like a bit of return to the Gladiator franchise in a way. He does talk a lot about techniques he learnt on Gladiator for this, and the story, you know, slowly evolves, and I thought, yeah, this is going to be a 2.5 hour epic. And I was watching, and not a lot happens at the start. Yes, it looks nice, and it's got all the Egyptian pharaohs and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden it skips 9 years, and you think, what the hell? It's such a leap all of a sudden. But yeah, it's the case. There's a big battle scene and all that, and I thought the battle scene when they like duel off as well. I thought like I kind of felt like it's well put out that the prince was very naive and unexperienced and put himself in danger. It's like Conor McLeod walking around, "Can somebody fight me?" He just went straight in a battle and all that. And then, like it's an hour into the movie before, you're just watching this story about this guy who's outcast. I mean, it is like Highlander, like, get out of my town after that. And he goes off and finds, I wonder if the person who wrote Highlander borrowed from this. But yeah, he turns up and goes up this hill. And he's an Englishman who went up a hill, came down a mountain. And then the little boy appears. And then it's totally fucking changes on you. I was like, what's going on here? And like, that's when the film really kicks up the gear. Sorry, come a bit closer, like my face. Like you've got all the frogs coming down, the flies, the crocodiles, man, the river of blood. That was amazing, that bit. Plus all these crocodiles, I was like, wow, that totally caught. Because at that point, up until the crocodiles went feasting, I was really, really struggling. I mean, it looks amazing all you want, but the mind knows that that's CGI. And it is slow in places, and it really kicks up a gear. And obviously then next thing you know, he's parting the sea, and then the big tidal wave, and then next thing you know, he's chipping away, and it's like, Ten Commandment ending, Moses. It was I didn't really know much of the story. As I said, this Bible's been in my family for 200 years, and I've never read. 13, and the Egyptians hated the children of Israel and affected them and mocked them. 20, the God dealt with them in midwives, and people manipulated and grew strong. 21, and because of the midwives feared God, he built them houses. So yeah, there's a lot of freedom in there as well, because the writer on the commentary was on about it, but it's a long one. You're in for a long one. It looks amazing. I thought the overall performances was good. I thought Christian Bale was really good, and he really threw himself into that role. I just don't think Joel, the guy from The Thing and Warrior, I don't think he didn't do it for me. I mean, he's amazing in Warrior. He's just a knockoff of Kurt Russell in The Thing, but the women in it were beautiful though. But yeah, chapter 4. After these, Moses and Aaron went in, said to the even Ben Kingsley's in it. Gandhi's returned. There's a lot of actors in it. I've never read this though, but it's all in. And the Lord said to Moses, now they shall see what I do with the Pharaoh, for by the mighty hand shall he let them go, and with a strong hand shall cast them out of his land. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, I am the Lord. That appeared to be Abraham to Isaac and Jacob by the name of God Almighty, and the name of it's Lord here. So yeah, I did enjoy this. I started watching at 11:45. I watched it all the way through. May have drifted off a bit when the sea parted. I rewound it back and went, the sea's parted. Looked amazing. Interesting commentary, because I even listened to a lot of the commentary after it. I just couldn't sleep last night. But again, with review Rant Randoms, I'm just sitting down here and I'm just freestyle spitting it. I didn't know much about it. It's definitely, Ridley Scott says it's best in the commentary. It's a story that has lasted. It's probably one of the oldest stories ever, and it's lasted and it's foretold. And your beliefs is your beliefs, and it's what people believe in, It's a real, I think it was a very powerful movie in a way. And I didn't at any point feel anything forced upon me, which I liked about the movie, because I just open to my own beliefs, and everyone else is entitled to that. I mean, I've got no problem with what anyone wants to believe, and that's the way life should be. And I didn't feel anything forced about it as well. I felt very educated about it as well, and I thought it's a good story. You know what I mean? made it entertaining bits. But yeah, the scene with the crocodiles was amazing. It definitely doesn't look like it's in this book, but there's a lot in here. There's a lot in here. So yeah, I've been Steve Mason. I will see you in the outtakes. So here we are. Here's the book. It's been flicking around there. It goes on for a while. So there's, you know, the bit when the kids die and all that, it's mental. I've the lambs as well, so there's Moses on the Hill. But it's not, obviously, it's a kid in the film, which I think was quite good. Yeah. So it goes on for a while, but it's all in like biblical. Some more pictures there. That raining toads, flies, yeah. Is that the secret meeting? That's another thing what got me about it, man. It's like, right, you're going to watch people get hanged every day for a good couple of months while you're training all these people to go in a battle, you know, where they're not trained beforehand. What's going on in that bit there, but yeah. And there's the map, so yeah. Worshipping there, so there. The promised land of Egypt. Part of the sea, so the shortest place to cross. Yeah, I think it's very educational. It's cool that it's got a map in, actually. I mean, definitely, you know, I should take more time to look through this. I'm still on it there. Yeah, so here's the story. That's this. No, a bit more. A bit more. A bit more. And a bit more. So yeah, if I pull it all the way back to the back, oh, see, look at this, man. It's the Holy Bible. Some strange stuff in this Bible. Definitely some strange stuff. The Holy Bible of the Masons. And there we go. Generations and generations of my family. And there I am. So weird pen in this Bible. But yeah. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.